All right, let's continue on with our second presentation. Our presenters are all here. They're joining us virtually. And so presentation number 2, our presenters are Dr. Fernando Salvetti and Dr. Barbara Brugatagni. And I apologize if I mispronounced your names. They are from eReal Labs at LogosNet, Houston, Texas. And the presentation is Cognitive Clarity, Learning Unbiased Decision-Making and Critical Thinking from AI Conversational Avatars. So join me in welcoming our presenters.
Hello everybody. Very happy to be here with you, even if only virtually. We were expected to be able to fly in New York, but unfortunately we won't. So hello again, and I leave also Barbara on the stage for a brief salutation.
Nice to meet you all. We are happy to be here with you today.
Let's say that we have approximately 30 minutes to go a little bit deeper inside cognitive clarity and biases, cognitive biases, something very relevant from a psychosociological point of view within organizations as well as within schools. We are about to introduce what we are doing, and we will do that mainly using some avatars, also as presenters, because what we are doing this year is mainly based on avatars. We are at LogosNet used to work a lot with generative artificial intelligence, as well as with extended reality and immersive learning. And avatars or digital humans are boosting a lot of our newest experiences. But let's ask Barbara if she has some more information about avatars and what we are doing.
Yes, and also about our work. I would like to add that our work spans multiple cities, including Turin, Milan in Italy, Lugano and Lausanne in Switzerland, and Houston and New York in the United States. Since 1996, we have been working in more than 80 countries, and we mostly explore and experiment with innovative approaches to immersive learning, new media in education, interactive communication based on extended reality and artificial intelligence.
Thank you, Barbara. I think that we are ready to start our main video. Is approximately 14 minutes, something like that, where you will directly listen from our avatars what we are doing with cognitive clarity and biases. At a certain point of the video, we will quote Professor Martin Heppler. He's from St. Gall Business School and University in Switzerland, because there is a knowledge base, very relevant in our opinion, regarding how to detect biases and how to deal with biases, because what we share as a basic assumption is that biases are inevitable. We cannot live without biases. What we can try to do is debiasing as much as possible. And we are delivering a lot of training programs about cognitive clarity and critical thinking in order to improve our ability to detect the way we are used to think and to use assumptions that sometimes are biased, or let me say always, or pretty always are biased, when we are looking through the glasses of our glasses and eyes to the world.
So we use mostly artificial intelligence to help gaining awareness about our biases in order to try to reach a more unbiased vision. And this is related to recruitment interview, is related to handling relationship, the escalating conflicts, all situations where we have to deal with diverse people, with diversity, because we are all diverse, and with the goal to gain more clarity and to be able to be more inclusive also.
So let's leave the stage to our avatars. We are here to answer by chat or at the end, if you prefer, using directly our voices, your questions. And please notice that our avatars are not using our voices. So you can clearly understand when we are ourselves and when our avatars are really taking the stage. So please, Ada, if you can start the video.
Hello. I'm Fair, the avatar of Fernando.
And I'm Barbara, an avatar as well. Welcome again to our workshop. We are about to explore how our intelligent avatars can help us develop critical thinking and make decisions that are potentially free of inherent biases. While achieving completely unbiased decision-making is nearly impossible, our goal is to significantly reduce these biases and become adept at recognizing them. Let's begin by understanding the role of AI in education and decision-making processes.
Our conversational avatars are designed to simulate complex decision-making environments. By offering a variety of perspectives and challenging our assumptions, these avatars facilitate a deeper understanding of any given scenario. It's essential that we strive for an unbiased approach. Our avatars are programmed to help identify and mitigate potential biases, providing a balanced and informed perspective that's crucial in today's decision-making arenas. Let's look together at a first video recording.
Welcome to the future of skill development, where artificial intelligence meets human potential. Meet our conversational avatars.
I'm Emma Parker. It's such a lovely day, isn't it? What's your name?
Hi, Emma. My name is Daniel.
Nice to meet you, Daniel. Are you a local or visiting from somewhere else?
Hi, Emma. I'm visiting from Scotland, Aberdeen to be particular.
Oh, Scotland sounds fascinating. What brings you to New York?
The food, the touristic sites, and everything else New York has to offer.
That sounds wonderful, Daniel. Have you found a favorite spot yet?
No, not yet. It's actually my first day here.
These avatars are more than just digital characters. They're intelligent, AI-powered partners designed to behave like real humans, from navigating complex negotiations to managing culturally sensitive conversations. Our avatars offer a realistic platform to enhance your skills. Experience real-time feedback on your communication, boost your awareness about biases, and improve inclusion with each interaction. Accessible anytime and anywhere, prepared to communicate effectively and foster an inclusive atmosphere.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to write in the chat if you have any questions, doubts, or requests that you would like to share with the real Fernando and Barbara, who are here with us. Let me say that in the rapidly evolving landscape of artificial intelligence, the development of unbiased decision-making and critical thinking skills remains a cornerstone of effective education and professional training. The avatars created at eReal Labs are designed to mimic human-like interactions, providing a laboratory for learners to engage in complex problem-solving scenarios devoid of inherent biases. Our conversational avatars are programmed to challenge cognitive biases and facilitate a learning environment that promotes clear, critical thinking. By simulating real-world issues and decision-making processes, they provide users with immediate feedback and diverse perspectives, essential for cultivating a balanced and comprehensive view. Not to say that these avatars are designed to encourage learners to question many of their assumptions and consider multiple angles of a given situation.
This is a very innovative educational tool, and it is particularly relevant in fields where decision-making is critical, such as business, healthcare, and technology. These avatars serve not only as mentors, but also as mirrors, reflecting the thought patterns of the users and providing a neutral ground to reassess and evolve their cognitive strategies. Through iterative learning sessions with the avatars, participants can identify and overcome personal biases, enhance their judgment, and refine their decision-making acumen. The implications of this technology extend beyond individual learning. They offer a blueprint for creating more equitable and balanced decision-making frameworks within organizations. Let's look at another use case to further illustrate the capabilities of our avatars. This time, we are about to witness a delegation meeting between two avatars, followed by an interview between one of our colleagues and one of the avatars, to practice the art of giving feedback.
Hey there, can you spare a minute?
Sure, what's up?
I'm swamped right now, drowning in deadlines, and I need your help.
Absolutely. Tell me what I can do.
Listen, I wish I had the luxury of time to go over all the nitty-gritty details. Just trust me on this, it's something important. I'd like you to take care of an in-depth analysis. Can you take care of it?
I understand the urgency. Just to clarify, are there any particular points you'd like emphasized in the analysis?
Good point. Focus on the customer satisfaction metrics and our competitive positioning. Those are key areas the client will be interested in. However, use your judgment on what highlights our strengths.
Got it. And regarding the format for the presentation, any preferences?
Good thinking. Keep it concise, yet comprehensive. A visual representation of the data would be great. Charts, graphs, you know the drill. I trust your creativity on this.
Understood. If I run into any roadblocks, is there someone specific I should reach out to for guidance?
Absolutely. Go to Sarah from the analytics team, she'll provide the support you need. And, of course, I'm here for any high-level clarifications you may require. But, ideally, you won't need to contact me.
Hi there, it's nice to see you. I hope your day is going well.
Hi Melinda, thanks for taking the time to talk. I would like to first talk about what I saw as a confusing request to be both concise and comprehensive. I'm concerned with what it might be difficult for your colleague to execute. What's most important to you in this context?
I intended for the report to be straight to the point yet include essential details. If that wasn't clear, I'll aim for better clarity next time.
Okay, so how would you plan to handle something like this next time?
Next time, I'll be sure to provide more straightforward instructions. I understand the need for clearer communication. Thank you for your feedback.
Let's see what would be if I say something a bit snarky. Well, I'm surprised we even have to have this conversation in the first place. This is such a basic skill.
I appreciate your perspective. This situation has provided me a chance to reflect and work on my areas of improvement. Your insights are valuable. Thanks.
Okay, now let's take a look at our feedback.
Let's delve into the feedback techniques displayed in the following slides. In the first slide, we observe a question aimed at closing the performance gap, while the question "So how would you plan to handle something like this next time?" As a good start, it lacks some key elements. Effective feedback should include clarification of the situation, suggestions for closing the performance gap, and a clear call to action. A better approach would be to summarize what was understood, suggest specific actions for improvement, and explicitly ask how the individual plans to handle similar situations in the future. Moving to the second slide, which focuses on exploring the performance gap, the feedback provided is well structured. It introduces an observation, expresses concern clearly and non-judgmentally, and poses an inquiry. However, the question, "What's most important to you in this context?" could be more specific. An improved version might be, "Can you help me understand how these requirements can work together?" This ensures the feedback is both comprehensive and precise. The third slide illustrates a more judgmental approach to feedback. The statement, "Well, I'm surprised we even had to have the conversation in the first place. This is such a basic skill," comes across as critical rather than exploratory. Effective feedback should focus on curiosity and openness, inviting others to share their perspectives. A more constructive way to phrase this could be, "I noticed that we had some challenges with what I thought was a basic skill. Can anyone share why they think this might have happened?" This encourages dialogue and reflection without making the recipient feel judged. Overall, these slides highlight the importance of structuring feedback in a way that is clear, constructive, and encouraging of open communication. By refining our feedback techniques, we can foster a more supportive and effective learning environment.
With their ability to provide immediate feedback and analyze the reasoning process, these avatars have the potential to become invaluable mentors in the quest to hone an individual's decision-making acumen. As you can see, the feedback is very accurate and precise.
To summarize, I can say that we create a neutral zone where learners can safely test hypotheses, argue positions, and refine their thinking strategies, thus serving as a sophisticated technological scaffold for developing the critical cognitive skills that are so necessary in our complex world. At the core of our activities, there is a mnemonic whose name is DBIAS, designed by Professor Martin Epler. DBIAS means, "Don't easily believe in automated suggestions." What constitutes the essence of debiasing? Let's say, a prudent skepticism towards our immediate reactions, intuitions, and presumptions, as well as against precipitate advice from others, including AI systems. It aids in recognizing or preventing frequent cognitive shortcuts, inequitable preferences, skewed analyses, and poor decision-making.
There is a framework that I find very useful. Let's look at it together. As you can see, it is a comprehensive tool designed to identify and mitigate cognitive biases that affect decision-making processes. At the core of the framework is the recognition of thinking errors, which are recurring, systematic deviations from rationality. Surrounding this central concept are 5 key areas where biases commonly occur: information acquisition, option generation, evaluation and choice, planning and implementation, and review and feedback. Each of these areas is vulnerable to specific types of thinking errors, which can lead to irrational and biased decisions. By recognizing and addressing these biases, we can improve our decision-making processes, leading to more balanced and rational outcomes. Each of these areas is further broken down into specific types of biases, which are organized into concentric circles representing different stages and types of thinking errors. The DBIAS framework designed by Professor Martin Epler is an essential tool for understanding and mitigating cognitive biases in decision-making. This framework breaks down the decision-making process into 5 key areas: information acquisition, option generation, evaluation and choice, planning and implementation, and review and feedback. Each of these areas is vulnerable to specific types of thinking errors, which can lead to irrational and biased decisions. By recognizing and addressing these biases, we can improve our decision-making processes, leading to more balanced and rational outcomes.
Our conversational avatars are designed to embody this mnemonic and play a critical role in each step of the learning process. Avatars encourage learners to take a moment before reacting, promoting thoughtful reflection instead of impulsive decisions. They create scenarios that reward taking time to evaluate information before forming judgments. Examine the evidence. Avatars present a range of data and ask probing questions that compel learners to scrutinize the evidence thoroughly, ensuring decisions are well-informed and evidence-based. Block the noise. By offering focused dialogues, avatars assist in filtering out irrelevant information or noise that may cloud judgment, teaching learners to concentrate on critical factors affecting decisions. Interpret information objectively. Avatars are programmed to challenge subjective interpretations and push for objective analysis, providing alternative viewpoints and counter-arguments to foster balanced understanding. Assess alternatives. Through interactive exercises, avatars guide learners to consider multiple solutions or paths, illustrating the value of not settling for the first option that comes to mind. Stay updated. Avatars introduce the latest information and updates relevant to the decision-making context, encouraging continuous learning and the re-evaluation of previous conclusions in light of new evidence.
By integrating these principles, our conversational avatars serve as virtual mentors, guiding individuals through a structured debating process. They are not only conversational partners but also educators and facilitators of a robust critical thinking environment. This prepares learners not only to engage with the content at hand but also equips them with a disciplined approach to thinking that they can apply to various situations, making it a versatile and valuable skill set in any context. Our avatars guide learners through targeted exercises to challenge and ultimately reduce the influence of biases. They serve as mirrors to our thought processes, reflecting the biases that often go unrecognized. These avatars are not just tools for learning content. They are instruments for evolving the very process by which we think and make decisions. In doing so, they hold the promise of developing more critical, reflective, and unbiased thinkers, equipped to navigate the multifaceted challenges of the complex world we live in.
Okay, we are at the end of our video. I really hope you enjoyed it, like our avatars were hoping the same. And we have left some more minutes for questions, in case questions or doubts maybe arise about avatars and the use of avatars for the biasing training, and specifically about and around a keyword that is reflective practice. Basically, what we are trying to do is improving self-awareness, self-reflective practice about our cognitive style and about our communicative style. Because what is mainly what we are doing with this type of training. But please, Barbara, feel free to add and to nuance better. Barbara, you are on mute.
Okay, sorry for that. I saw a lot of questions.
Hi, my question is that how do you define the boundary conditions for the conversation that the human is doing? What if the human starts interacting, asking questions which are very different, for which the AI is not trained? How does then the avatar handle that? And how did you train it to handle those?
Thank you for your question. The avatar, there's a lot of echo. Okay. The avatar is able to really interact like a real person, because when we design an avatar, we design the physical aspect, but most of all, we design a personality and a role. So we can imagine our avatar like a nurse in an hospital with her personal history and with a strong database of knowledge. So you can talk about this avatar about whatever you like, and the avatar is able to answer respecting the goal of the conversation and the goal of his role.
basically is prompt engineering based on our specific knowledge. By the way, we have a doctoral school on generative artificial intelligence in Turin, Italy, with the Polytechnic School of Turin and with the University of Turin. And we are developing a specific knowledge base about generative artificial intelligence. We are developing because it's all totally new. It's not at all easy. What we are doing is both using large language models like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, as well as training locally avatars. Training locally means using neural networks that we build, we design, and we train from the scratch. In both cases, usually we are able to provide, let's say, something like sort of brain to the avatars in a way that they may handle unexpected questions and deal with topics that we were not thinking about during the programming phase. Then, in any case, this is purely artificial intelligence, so may make mistakes and for sure cannot be better than us, the real humans, but may provide a strong help in our opinion.
A round of applause to our presenters. Thank you very much. And we will take a minute or two and then we will start with our next presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.